You stretch your arms, you stretch your back, maybe even your hamstrings. But when was the last time you stretched your masculinity? Not the image, not the ego, the actual root of it, physically, neurologically, hormonally. Here's a strange truth. For most men over 50, the most important part of their body, the one controlling blood flow, sensation, and confidence down there, has been clenched for decades. And no one ever told you, not your doctor, not your trainer, not even that health guru yelling about testosterone on YouTube. But in this video, you'll discover a simple 60-second sitting position, no gym, no equipment, that helps unlock circulation, release hidden pelvic tension, and even reignite your morning signal. Yes, that signal. And the best part? You can start tonight. I'm Dr. Daniel Hayes. For over a decade, I've helped men over 50 restore their circulation, energy, and sexual vitality without pills, pressure, or pretending to be 25 again. I've seen it over and over, men who exercise, eat clean, take their supplements, but still wake up feeling numb, disconnected, and wondering, why don't I feel like myself anymore? Here's what no one tells them. Sometimes it's not about doing more. It's about releasing what's been locked up for too long, physically, emotionally, and neurologically. And the place where most of that tension hides? The pelvic floor. Most men don't even know they have one, but it affects everything from blood flow to sensation to confidence in the bedroom. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple movement that takes just 60 seconds a day, yet can help reawaken the part of you that's been silent, not broken, just waiting to be listened to. You've stretched every major muscle in your body at some point. Back, shoulders, legs. You've foam rolled, massaged, maybe even done yoga once or twice. But there's one area most men never think to release because no one ever told them they should. And that's exactly where the trouble begins. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed your lower body feels stiff? Not just your knees or your back, but deep in your hips, your pelvis, your core. A sense of tightness you can't quite name. A numbness that shows up when you try to perform, and nothing happens. Maybe your erections aren't as strong as they used to be. Maybe sensation has faded. Maybe you still function, but it doesn't feel like it used to, like something's missing. You've ruled out heart disease, your testosterone levels are fine, and yet you wake up flat, not just in your body, but in your spirit. Here's what most men don't realize. That quiet, hard-to-explain tension, that loss of blood flow, that loss of signal, it's not random, it's not permanent, and it's not your fault. It's the result of years of compression, sitting for hours a day, stress clenching your pelvic muscles, shallow breathing, cutting off circulation to the most vital area of your body. And unless you learn to release it gently, deliberately, it stays locked, right where your manhood begins. But the good news is, your body hasn't forgotten, and with just 60 seconds a day, you can begin to wake it back up. Think of your pelvic area like a busy intersection. It's where blood vessels, nerves, lymphatics, and hormone signals all converge, right beneath the surface, right behind the scenes. And when things are flowing, everything downstream thrives. Erections, sensation, prostate function, bladder control, even confidence. But what happens when that intersection is blocked? Imagine a traffic jam, not caused by an accident, but by years of built-up pressure, tight roads, and no exits. That's what's happening in most men's pelvises after 50. Here's why. Chronic sitting. When you sit for hours a day, especially with poor posture, you compress the base of your spine, reduce hip mobility, and trap blood and nerve flow to the lower body. Pelvic floor tension. This group of muscles at the base of your pelvis gets tighter with age, stress, shallow breathing, and inflammation. Most men never stretch it, never release it, because no one teaches them how. Nerve constriction. Pudendal nerve, which controls sensation and erection strength, can become compressed by tight hip rotators and inflamed fascial tissue, leading to numbness, weak response, or pain. Circulatory decline. Without regular movement and muscular relaxation, blood pools in the legs and lower abdomen instead of flowing freely into the groin and erectile tissue. According to the Cleveland Clinic and Mayo Clinic, this combination of inactivity, tension, and poor pelvic posture is one of the most overlooked causes of sexual dysfunction and loss of sensitivity in older men. But here's the good news. Muscles can be retrained, blood vessels can reopen, and nerves can recover their signal if you change how you sit. In the next section, I'll show you a simple 60-second seated stretch used by physical therapists, pelvic floor specialists, and even martial arts masters. That helps reopen circulation, reset pelvic tension, and restore the signal that connects you to your core. You won't need equipment, you won't break a sweat, but you just might break free from years of tension you didn't even know you were holding. Movement. Grounded butterfly stretch. This movement looks simple, but what it unlocks can feel life-changing. It's called the butterfly stretch, a position used in yoga, martial arts, physical therapy, and even in rehabilitation for prostate surgery. It directly targets hip openness, pelvic floor release, and inner thigh circulation, three of the most critical areas for male blood flow, sensation, and hormonal balance. Why it works. Let's break it down. Hip flexor release. Tight hip flexors compress arteries and restrict blood flow to the groin. This stretch helps open the hips and decompress the region. Pelvic floor. Lengthening. Most men's pelvic floor muscles are chronically tight. This position gently lengthens them, reducing internal pressure and allowing blood to return. Groin circulation. The butterfly stretch stimulates the femoral and pudendal arteries, critical supply lines for erectile tissue and prostate health. Nerve reconnection. The stretch opens the sacral and lumbar nerve roots, which control erection strength and sensation. Vagal activation. Deep breathing in this position stimulates the vagus nerve, bringing the body into a calm, parasympathetic state where healing and hormone production thrive. How to do it, step by step. Step 1. Prepare the space. Sit on a soft but supportive surface. A yoga mat or folded towel works well. Make sure you're not cold. Warm muscles stretch better. Step 2. Get into position. Sit upright with your spine straight. Bring the soles of your feet together in front of you, knees bent and pointing outward. Pull your heels gently toward your groin, only as far as comfortable. Step 3. Support the knees. If your knees are high or it feels too tight, place a pillow or yoga block under each thigh. This is not a forceful stretch. Comfort is key. Step 4. Hold the position. Rest your hands on your feet or knees. Close your eyes if you'd like. Relax your jaw, shoulders, and belly. Take 10 slow breaths. Inhale for 4 to 5 seconds. Exhale for 6 to 8 seconds. Stay in the position for 60 seconds to start. You can build up to 2 to 3 minutes over time. Optional. Gently pulse your knees down an inch as you exhale, then relax. Visualize the blood flowing from your belly, down through your pelvis, into your groin. Beginner variations. If you're very tight or recovering from surgery, sit against a wall for back support. Use a rolled towel under your sit bones to elevate your hips. Do it lying down on your back with feet together and knees open, called Supta Baddha Konasana. The goal is release, not strain. When and how often to do it. Best time: evening before bed or after a warm shower. Frequency: 1 to 2 times a day. Duration: start with 60 seconds, work up to 3 to 5 minutes. Bonus, combine with deep nasal breathing or gentle humming for vagus nerve support. What to expect? At first, it may feel odd, tight, maybe even emotional, but within days, many men notice increased blood flow during arousal, stronger morning erections, less pelvic pressure or urgency to urinate, a greater sense of groundedness and control, and over weeks, a body that feels more alive from the inside out, because when you release the root, everything above it can rise. Most men don't lose their strength. They lose their connection to their body, to their breath, to the root of who they are, deep in the pelvis where life begins. You've been taught to push, to power through, to tighten and brace, but you were never taught to release, to soften, to feel, to listen to the parts of you that have gone quiet. That quiet doesn't mean you're broken. It means your body's asking for something different. And the beauty is, you don't need machines. You don't need prescriptions. You don't need to go hard to get results. You just need to sit, breathe, and make space for the part of you that's been clenching for decades to finally let go. Because under all that tension, there's blood flow, there's sensation, there's power, still alive, still yours. And when you give that part of your body permission to move again, you give your entire life permission to rise again. So tonight, sit like this, and tomorrow morning, see what changes. If this video helped you understand your body in a way no one ever explained before, share it. Share it with a friend, a brother, or any man who's been silently wondering why things feel different. And if it's too late to change, it's not. Your body still remembers how to circulate, how to respond, how to feel good, without force, without fear, without faking it. And if you want more guidance like this, simple, grounded, rooted in real science and real experience, subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share tools for men over 50 who want to rebuild not just performance, but connection. Because we're not here to numb out, we're here to come alive.